I thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it's an honor to raise and give a contribution to my support in regards to the 2018 and 2019 appropriation bill. I would like to start by saying that without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of unity within a nation. Caring leading to unity can only be achieved through a leadership filled with love for people of a nation. Madam Speaker, the Honorable Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, Honorable Ministers, and Honorable Members of Parliament, very good afternoon to you all. Madam Speaker, I can only say that it is remarkable to see the continued love of our Fiji First government in regards to the care the government has shown to the children of this nation. The Fiji First government, under the leadership and vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, has always ensured that the most fundamental right of any human being, in this particular case, the children and the students of Fiji, of our nation, is never ignored, which is a person's right to education. The Fiji First government continues to invest heavily in education, and in this budget year it has gone up to a record-breaking $1 billion. Yes. Madam Speaker, this phenomenal allocation only goes to show how much the people, in particular the children who mostly benefit from the government's various educational incentives, mean. Madam Speaker, education is the foundation upon which we build our nation. The Fiji First government over the years, since their inception, have continued to realize how important this foundation is. Madam Speaker, allow me to share two very random, simple but very impactful experiences I felt. Once was way back during my days as a high school teacher. I was teaching at one of the rural-based schools. There were these two students, a brother and a sister, who were unfortunately not intellectually capable to go through normal high school education. In fact, they had problem even writing from A to Z. During one of my school recess breaks, I had the liberty of randomly meeting their father by chance. Upon my discussion with the individual, I advised him that it would be better if he sent his children to a special school. The response this father gave me touched the deepest senses of my heart. Madam Speaker, he said, and I quote, "Irrespective of how my children are in terms of their school performance, if our nation's Prime Minister can undertake the responsibility of providing free bus fare, free school tuition and book fee, why cannot I as a parent be responsible enough to send them at least to school every day?" This is what inspiration means through the educational policies of the Fiji First government. Madam Speaker, the education policies of our Honorable Prime Minister and the Fiji First government inspires people. I came across another random incident whereby I was at a barber shop and the person sitting next to me was having a haircut and conversing with the barber. To my understanding, his profession was that of a security officer, and he was sharing how Topper scheme and TEL scheme actually fulfilled his dream and his children's dream of getting educated without him worrying any single moment of forking out expenses for his children's education. Madam Speaker, these are simple but yet very inspirational and very exemplary incidents of how the government's incentives in terms of education helps the people of our nation. Madam Speaker, generally the role of any government is to implement strategies and policies. However, the Fiji First government implementation and strategies inspires. There exists a deep sense of love and care for its people when it comes to providing the so many educational incentives the government implements for the people of this nation. The $1 billion allocation speaks for itself. Madam Speaker, it surprises me, it shocks me as a person from the background of education career when I get to hear certain comments made from the other side of the house. Few of the words they have used to describe over the years in regards to the educational policies are words such as freebies. Madam Speaker, I say this, what freebie are they talking about? Providing bus fare to school children is a freebie? Subsidizing 100% basic primary and school education is a freebie? Having a fair scholarship and tertiary education irrespective of race, creed, color and ethnic background is a freebie? No, Madam Speaker, they are simply wrong. This is not a freebie, it is love and care. Madam Speaker, the current leader of Sodalpa party went about claiming recently that it was his government who implemented the free education system. If that is the case, then how come I and the hundreds and thousands of students schooling during his days of leadership never benefited from their so-called proclaimed educational policies, the free educational policies? The answer yet again is a big no. They did not implement it. It was only the Bainimarama government through his leadership of love and care for the children of this nation realized how important free and fair access to education is, implemented this. Madam Speaker, our Honorable Prime Minister is a loving and caring individual. He blends these important emotive traits in his leadership. He ensures that the greatest resources of our nation, which is human resources, have vast, fair and easy access to education. The Honorable Prime Minister, together with the financial implementation from Honorable Minister for Economy, has always given utmost priority for education to live in modern Fiji. Madam Speaker, furthermore, the essence of education has continued to be seen as an essential component on the increased amount the Fiji First government has continued to spend on it. These increased spending encourage the students of Fiji in primary school, high schools, universities, and of course, early childhood and special schools. The value that the government gives to spending in education encourages children to live a better life. It also takes away many financial burdens from their parents and guardians on a daily basis. Therefore, education always carries great importance in present Fijian economy due to the many incentives provided under the leadership of the Bainimarama government. I salute the Honorable Prime Minister for continuously recognizing how important education is for our nation, and also the Minister for Economy for a record-breaking allocation in this budget year. Thank you.